I got a message today for some white people. If we have white people listening, paying attention, I wouldn't mind if you would do this with me. We rub our chests, we find our heartbeat, and we say, we did this. We did.
Yes, welcome back. If you remember, I did a video about this yesterday. Just to wake up today, I realized there is a lot of videos surfacing on social media like never before. This woman you just saw said it clear that white supremacy is the cause of what happened. 5 black officers take away the lives of a black person. Now they are blaming white people for this. I don't understand what is going on. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. And if possible, why not share this clip?
A message today for some white people. If we have white people listening, paying attention, I wouldn't mind if you would do this with me. We rub our chests, we find our heartbeat, and we say, we did this. We did this. White supremacy did this. I'm talking about Tyre Nichols. The police didn't do this. The Memphis Police Department didn't do this. White supremacy did this.
5 black officers charged of an unarmed black man. Now, we often have conversations, Van, about the element of race and the racial dynamic in policing. But I think we all know quite well that when it comes to power, blue trumps black. The idea of the race of the person who is victimized, often more telling than the race of the aggressor. What is your reaction?
Yeah, I think it's really important because there's this very simplistic notion that says, well, if a white cop is doing something to an unarmed black person, then that's racism. But we sometimes forget, unfortunately, African Americans can also be guilty of hatred and bias and bigotry against other African Americans. Sometimes you go into a store that's owned by an African American, they're nice to the white folks and suspicious of you. It's not that only one group can harbor anti-black bias. It's so pervasive. And so the other thing that happens is certain neighborhoods are just considered almost by some police departments war zones. Anything goes over there. You know, just do what you have to do. And so black officers can pick up on those kinds of cues, those kinds of signals when nobody gets in trouble for acting a certain way in this neighborhood versus in a white neighborhood. So race is an element here. I can't imagine any police officers delivering that kind of brutal beating to a white male U.S. citizen. Can you imagine if you had 5 black officers doing that? It's very hard to imagine. I think what has happened is we've become accustomed, black and white officers, to a certain amount of inhumanity being directed in certain neighborhoods with certain suspects, and you saw that play out today.
I think the second thing is what we're going to see is a lot of people now talking about, well, it was black officers, so see that they can be racist. See, it's black on black crime. And I want us to note that black people can be agents of white supremacy. That can happen. That's a fact. Black people, brown people can be agents of white supremacy. Trans folks can be agents of transphobia. LGBT folks can be agents of homophobia. Women can be agents of misogyny and patriarchy. Like, the people that's affecting can be agents of that. And this is what we saw with these black officers, is that because they were an officer, they thought that they got the benefits that white officers get, that they get that thin blue line.
Yes, at this point, I don't know if I should be repeating myself over and over concerning these issues. I have done about 20 videos similar to situations like this. Now, taking a look at this CNN clip you just watched, I think that man said something. Race is not involved in this. I agree. This was not related to issue of race. Amongst black people, we have blacks that act differently. We have good ones. In every race, you have people that behave differently. The issue, they keep struggling to attribute this to white supremacy, is something I don't get it. They termed it systematic racism. I cannot accept this. Impossible. Yes, I'm not condoning that what the officers did was right. It was totally wrong. Even the video itself, watching it to a certain level, I could not continue. I felt sad. A single week cannot pass without getting similar situations like this. Now, taking a look at this lady, I would just say she's actually ignorant. Talking about something does not mean talking about transgender does not make you transphobic. I can be seeing something that is happening in this war, I will criticize, and that doesn't make me transphobic. The point where she struggled to, to attribute, to build up her points to these situations is not making sense at all. I want us to be realistic sometimes to look at situations the way they're supposed to be. This crime has been committed, they have been charged. Yes, that is what we have been advocating for. Drastic measures to be taken if an officer behaves like this. They are not still happy with this. I see some videos, some says if it was a white person, that does they will not charge the white person because it's a black person they decided to charge. Still struggling to attribute issue of race. Okay, they should allow these people, if they see continue that white supremacy is the cause, they should free them to go. Charging them to face jail term will still not make these people happy. So I don't understand exactly what will ever make our community, to be okay. We keep complaining every single day. Yesterday, I realized something. I dropped this video. I lost some subscribers. My point will always remain my point. If you don't feel comfortable with what I say, especially pertaining to this issue of race, then you're free to unsubscribe.
I got a message today for some white people. If we have white people listening, paying attention, I wouldn't mind if you would do this with me. We rub our chests.